For many people, the world is a wired and networked global village with unlimited opportunity. But not for all. For many, the world is a place of disease, poverty, inequality, and illiteracy. The Education for All Global Initiative would like to change that. By showing governments, international organizations, and other institutions how education can change even the most disadvantaged communities, and how through an appreciation of diversity help build national unity and harmony.
Often I see old people from our village go to sell vegetables at the market in town. They get cheated because they don't even know how much money is being discussed. When I grow older, I would like to help other children go to school and study well, to help them avoid such problems.
This video introduces one tool that can help countries meet their EFA goals. Mother Tongue First, Multilingual Education.
With 7,000 languages spoken in the world today, a great challenge is presented to educators. Some people see many languages being an obstacle to development within a country. But I think that having multiple languages presents opportunities to build bridges between cultures, to build a richer and fuller society within a country.
During the past 30 years, many initiatives for literacy, education, health, and economic development in general have been launched. There have been significant progress in these areas. However, we have found that they have not reached evenly. There are pockets of population who have not benefited from these programs. Typically, these are the areas where there are ethnic and linguistic minorities whose mother tongue is not that of the mainstream national languages.
People learn to read, to become literate, only once, and they build on that experience to learn other languages. UNESCO has long known that minority students who learn first in their mother tongue perform better when they later begin to learn the national language. The evidence for this is so clear that UNESCO recently published a position paper called Education in a Multilingual World.
Good multilingual education programs should help learners to build a strong foundation in their first language and a good bridge to the second and third and fourth languages. On the one side of the divide is the ethnic minority language and culture, the learner's way of life, the things that they know best. On the other side is the larger national culture. If there's a weak bridge, the children don't have any foundation. They basically start with things that they don't know, things that are strange to them. Some make the leap across the great divide, the great chasm. They can eventually get into the second language learning system, but the majority of the children drop out. The result is that they don't gain the knowledge and skills that they need to feel confident in interacting with the majority culture. The strong foundation and good bridge enables students to develop listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills in their mother tongue first. And then it helps them develop the skills and the confidence to bridge to the new language and culture, because it starts with what they know to help them learn what they don't know. Then instead of a weak bridge or no bridge, they have a strong two-way bridge. Multilingual education programs also help ethnic minority children do better in the academic subjects such as math or science, because the teachers introduce the children to the new concepts in their mother tongue. Once children understand the basic concepts in their mother tongue, the teachers also introduce them to the vocabulary in the national language so that they can continue to expand their knowledge on those concepts as they move through the formal education system.
So how does this bridging process actually take place? At the preschool level, most classroom activities are in the mother tongue, with some time allocated to introducing the national language orally. As time progresses, the amount of time spent in their mother tongue decreases, and the amount of time spent in the national language increases. Additional languages can be introduced in a systematic way, always focusing on developing listening and speaking skills first. Research shows that minority children who begin to learn in their mother tongue first do much better in the national language than children who are simply immersed in it. The best way to help minority children learn the national language is to give them a good foundation in the mother tongue. Many countries are already running successful pilot MLE projects and can testify to the importance of multilingual education for countries throughout Asia.
Trying to learn about the situation in the South, we also understand that students over there were not doing very well. Many times the blame probably was on the people or on the children, but I believe that it is our fault, meaning the educators, teachers.
I have asked the students what language they would prefer to study in. The message was the same. They wanted to learn English, they wanted to be more proficient in the national language, but they were having problems learning in these languages.
Students, all the children, all people in a country should learn also the national language because they are in a bigger society. If you want the teaching, learning, and education to be effective, you have to realize that they speak the mother tongue, so you have to communicate with them in their mother tongue also.
We have the resources to make a beginning in creative solutions to the problem. We can use the community to develop a system to do this. While there are costs, there will be savings in terms of the costs involved in a heavy dropout rate. If we don't address the issue, there will be consequences later on of disaffected members of the national community that will cost the government in the long term.
When we introduce bilingual education, it means that we accept the uniqueness of the people in that area.
Second, I think in the context of education for all and the Millennium Development Goals, these countries are now reaching the point where they have to make a stronger effort to reach excluded communities which don't have that good an access or that good a command of the national language.
The case study videos included with this DVD show how multilingual education is helping minority people in 4 Asian countries. More information can be found about how to implement MLE programs in the MLE How video.